Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in tonight's video, I'm carrying on with using makeup that is new to me, that I got in December for either my birthday or my Christmas. So tonight I'm going to be using this absolutely gorgeous palette by Colourpop and Hocus Pocus. This is the Gather Round Sisters, and I was sent this for my birthday by my amazing friend Laura. So this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, I had to press this one in because it had got a bit smashed in transit. So to hopefully not make the video as long, I've done the rest of my face apart from lips off camera. So what I have used, I did use a primer that, like, it's not even a primer, but it's on its last legs, so it's in the empties, but it was a Bare Minerals one. I have used my Body Shop foundation. This is the Fresh Nude foundation in the shade Bora Bora. Lovely foundation. I have used my Rimmel Radiance Lasting Concealer. The Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Original Powder. The Kevin Aucoin Medium Sculpting for a bit of contour. I have used the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Turks and Casos, I think it's called. The kind of peachy one. For bronzer, I've used my Chanel Soleil de Tan de Chanel. And for highlighter, I have used my Dior Backstage 004 Rose Gold palette, and I used this shade here. So that's everything for that. So let's just crack on. Now, I don't always use a primer, but I'm going to just use a wee bit of this P. Louise base that was kindly sent by Kate, and it is in the lightest shade 0.5. I've got the main light on because it's the back of 5 and it's dark. And I've got my ring light on. I was going to film with just the ring light on and put the light off, but we'll see how we go with this. So I've just popped a bit of that on. P. Louise base. And then I'm just going to take this brush here that I had used just for my concealer and that, and we'll just make sure that there's no harsh lines. Now I have no clue what I'm going to do. I just decided that I was going to use this palette. I'm going to go into Hello Salem, which is like the light brown shade. And I'm just going to start putting up mine. Now I'm going to have to turn the ring light up just a tad so that I can see what I'm doing. And then hopefully everything. So I've still been doing the whole like way that Melissa suggested I try, where I just add the shadow. Hold on a minute, this mirror's manky. Not any better, there's a big print on it. Where I hold the shadow and just wiggle it back and forward, blending it, but then blowing the shadow out instead of worrying about the two different shapes of my eyes. So that's what we're going to do. As I film this just now, it's the 2nd of February and I've changed my upload schedule time. So now on a Monday and a Wednesday, the videos are up at 7 PM instead of 5 PM. And on a Friday, instead of the Face Mask Fridays at 9 AM in the morning, they are now at 8 PM at night, because I just want to see how that works at a different time scale. So, Hocus Pocus 2 is supposed to be coming out this year. cannot wait. Though I don't know what it'll be like, because you know what it's like with sequels. I'm so grateful to Laura for getting me this palette for my birthday. I did not expect it. It was a lovely surprise, and even though Colourpop brought out a new palette in 2021 in collab with Hocus Pocus, these are better colour, and I also love the artwork. It's just so nice. So that's a lovely shade there. And this shade is called Hello Salem. Right. The next colour I'm going to delve into, there's loads of really dark colours in this palette, and dark colours always give me the fear. I'm going to go into the shade On Toast, which is a deeper brown, and I'm going on the smaller brush, and I'm just running that just slightly under the crease of my eye, and just back and forward there, and just again sort of blowing the shade up and out. I've got a few more palettes left that I got from birthday or Christmas to use, and then I will get my eyeshadow collection video done for you guys. But I just wanted to kind of work my way through those first, and then in between I'm sort of shopping my stash and picking out some stuff to share with you guys. But then it also means that I am using up, I'm gonna go back on that first shade, but it means I'm using up the shadows, you know, that I have already, because if you have quite a few makeup products, it can get a little overwhelming, I suppose. And if you don't like work doing makeup on other people and it's just on yourself, then it means, you know, you're not. I'm going to take this brush. This is an amazing brush. It is by MUA Cosmetics, and it's an E11 brush, and I just love it. I'm going to go into, first of all, Hello Salem, which was the first colour we used, and I'm just going to sweep it, oh, it's so tickly, under my eyes while making this ridiculous face. But I just find this brush works so well for this. Like, it just joins up those shadows and that so well. Oh, it's so tickly. And then I'm just going to use the same brush and go into that On Toast, which is the slightly deeper brown tone. It's so funny, the faces we make, isn't it? Right, let me just have a look at what is going on there. Okay, and for the night, we were just going to give that a slight little blend, and this brush has got a tiny bit of concealer on it, so that's handy to have. I love that. Right, I need another smallish brush. I'll maybe use this one. And I'm going to go into the shade Bewitched, which is like a khaki sort of deep green colour. And I'm just going to, wow, that's so nice. Just sort of place it on the outer half of my lid. Oh, I feel a wee bit dizzy. To eat. What a lovely shade. And I'm just concentrating it on there and bringing it sort of halfway in on my eye. and then blowing the shadow out, but I'm not taking any more shadow onto the brush. And if you have wee bits like there that you're maybe not happy with, you can easily correct that with concealer and stuff. So again, we're just taking it onto this part of the eye. It's a really grungy shade. This one, what did I say it's called? Bewitching. So it is so grungy. We're just placing that on. And sort of smoking it up and out. As I say, you know, you don't have to worry about it too much. And then I'm just going to take a wee bit and slightly run under my eye, but not too much, because I don't want like super craziness. Right, now I'm going to go back in with that first shade that I used in the first brush on Hello Salem, and I'm just going to slightly add a bit in there. Just on that edge of my shadow. And then I'm also gonna just tie it in under my eye. I'm gonna go back in again with Bewitch, just a tad. And I want to take it just a wee bit further, sort of blown out here on my eye on this side. Okay, just blow that up a bit. And then again, I want to go back in with a wee bit of Hello Salem and just add a wee touch of that just here. Okay, now I think I'm going to go in with Full Moon, which is a really light colour that has a slight pearlescence to it, which you're not really going to see. Oh, you might actually, but I just think this colour looks so stunning. And it's a different kind of a look for me, because normally I wouldn't use these soft shadowy shades like this. I'd normally go full in for a full on glitter. But I don't know, I just fancied trying this wee shade out. We might end up adding a bit of glitter to it, and we might not. Right, for the now, I think I actually want to take a little bit more of this Bewitched shade just under my eyes there, and smoke it out just a tad. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Classic Brown Liner because I love it. What? It's just so pigmented. Okay, now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take one of my pigments. Oh, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this one by Technic. It is called Fairy Dust. And I'm just going to take a really tiny little brush and just take what's on the lid. And I'm going to pop just some of this over the top, but it's not anything, you know, like major, just to make it pop a wee bit more. I find these in a charity shop actually. These little Technic glitters. Unfortunately there was only 2. This is like a pressed pigment or what have you, and the other 2 were like loose glitter. I don't like loose glitters or pressed glitters on my eyes. It's not something that I love. I quite like that. Okay, so let's just pop that back there till we see. So let's add mascara. I'm still using my Maybelline Sky High mascara because I love it. And then of course you could add lashes if you want to, but you know I don't bother. I'd love to see more people do makeup without lashes, because I honestly think it hides a lot of the eye look that you've created. Especially when people wear these really big massive ones. It takes up half of your eyelid and then you're just not seeing anything. I'm going to take a little bit of that white shadow that I used and just dot a tiny bit there. I'm going to take a wee bit of my concealer. Said this wasn't going to be long. I'm nearly done right enough, but it is at 16. But if I'd done all the products on camera, it would have been here a hell of a lot longer. So we'll just tidy it up just a wee tad under the eyes there. Right, and then for lips, I'm going to use, oh, hold on, my favourite lip liner, which is by Peaches and Cream, and this is Feline. Excuse me. And then I'm using MAC Angel. This is a Frost lipstick. Lovely. And then over the top of that, I'm using the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Reef. I love these glosses so much. Oh, except I can't get the lid on. Look, it keeps pushing back up. Let's make sure everything is nice and neat. And that is me done. So what do you think of the look that I created using the Colourpop and Hocus Pocus palette? I really like it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!